Hello, online crew. How is everybody today? So, I've got a very important question for you guys today. What is the reason that you think someone would buy from you over somebody else with exactly the same thing? Exact same product, exact same business opportunity, all the things are the same. What is the reason that someone would buy from you? What are your answers to that, guys? What can you say to me regarding that question? Why should I buy? Well, think of yourself, like you as an individual. Why should I buy from you over somebody else? What can you provide me that somebody else can't? What is it about you that I would want to buy from you over somebody else? This is a really, really important discussion in our particular industry. If you're not sure what that is, hi, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain if we have not met before. And this has just been a bit of fun. We've got the most amazing online crew community here of home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in network marketing, MLM. You've got something that, potentially isn't yours that you created, but you've got the rights to sell, something. Or those of you that do have something that you create from home and you're building from home. How do we leverage modern social media strategies to build your audience, get more engagement, get more customers, sales, things like that. But for those of you in a home-based business that you sell the same thing as millions of other people, why would I buy off you? What is it about you? Okay, have a think about what we're dealing with around the world in this industry. Okay, how many people in your company are selling the same thing that you are? How many people around the world, every country that your business is in, how many people are selling exactly the same thing as you? On top of that, how many people have now been forced online in the last year? People that were building this business the old way, belly to belly, traditional home parties, hotel meetings, all those kind of things. Now everyone's online. So think about all the people in this industry that have come online in the last 12 months. Maybe they weren't ready to. Maybe they were really enjoying and having a lot of success the traditional way, but they've been forced into this online world. What I see a lot of is the reason I came online is because I was building the traditional way and it just wasn't working out terribly well. So I knew I wanted to find online strategies. Now, people have been in this business for 5 minutes and they're already online. They only want to do it online, or it's the only way they can do it because they're in lockdown and can't go anywhere or speak to people. Think about all the people around the world in this industry that are now online. So I'll ask you the same question. Why should I buy something off you? What are you doing differently? What is it that I have about you or what you're saying or, all the rest of it that would make me buy off you? I want to know your thoughts around that. And I want to share some things with you, and I'm going to leave you three kind of statements that I want you kind of remember. And those of you that have got a team, that work with a team, I would encourage you to share these kind of 3 statements that I'm going to share with you with your team as well. Okay, this is really important in making the difference whether somebody's going to buy off you or buy off somebody else. Okay, and you have to be really, really, aware of this because of the competition that you guys are up against, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon. It just amazes me how, not in this situation anymore with, what's going on around the world, because people can't do things like they used to in our industry. And companies that were really, really anti-social media have now had to come and adopt strategies because there is no other way. Okay, so everybody's online, really, in our industry, majority of people. So you're up against a lot of competition. Okay, so what are you doing that would make me buy off you? I'd ask that again. Okay, so let's see what you guys have said, and then I'll get to the content. Now, for those of you, again, thank you to Ed for the wonderful interview yesterday. If you missed that, just catch yesterday's live. I've just done just over an hour and a half training in the coaching community just now, exclusively on Clubhouse. So, you know, what it all means, an overview of the platform, the terminology, what all that means, strategy around it so you don't get lost with it. You can actually use it as a very useful tool to build your business, and also some etiquette around how you should handle yourself on that platform. So for those of you that are coaching community members, you can just go into the group and catch that replay. Those of you that would like access to that, you just need to join the cool kids in the coaching community. The link is up above if you want to have a look at that. Each and every week, I provide an exclusive training to our coaching community to help you build your business faster online and give you strategies to, you know, actually implement that. Okay. So quick hellos. We've got Crystal. Hello Gloria, how are you? Hello Faye. We've got Debbie, good morning, and you're part of the world. Maddie Miller, how are you? Good to see you on. Hello Cherie. Crystal's one of our life members. Cynthia's one of our VIPs. Loved your Clubhouse training earlier, thank you. No worries, I'm glad it was useful. Hello Michael, how are you? My brilliant no BS attitude and no sugarcoating anything, honesty and integrity. So that's what's going to make Gloria stand out from the crowd. That's what she's sharing there, because it's you, a relationship that you've built with them. Okay. Hi Yvette, how are you? Keep them coming. Hello Beth, showing you care. Okay, good. I would buy from those I know, like and trust only. Interesting. No like and trust has appeared. No like and trust. Okay. Those I respect and like. No like and trust. Okay, it's coming up often. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, Beth, but I think you're trying to say relationships. No like and trust factor. Indeed, being a product of the product. Good one, Debbie. Care, honesty, relationship with people. Hey, Donna, how are you? Anyone appearing like that, it just means you're watching from my Facebook group, not my page, and you just need to click the StreamYard link at the bottom of the description inside the group. So streamyard.com/Facebook, and then I'll be able to see who it is. Hello, Susan. How are you? Hello, Ellie. Susan's one of our VIPs. Linda is here. Excellent interview with Ed today. He's quite the character, isn't he? It was good fun. I had someone tell me that they joined me because I was caring, patient, and showed them that I cared about them and not the business. Awesome. Okay, so let me get into this. You know, and just think about the things that I just mentioned before about how many there are of us around the world from different companies in this space, you know, direct selling, home-based business type space, and how many of them have suddenly come online in the last 12 months, okay? So if you want to be successful online or offline, there are things that you should do. And one of those, which, you know, Gloria was mentioning before, she's saying, you know, her no BS attitude, that's posture. You know, posture is one of the, you know, it's not one of the three that I'm getting to, but it sort of plays into it. So I'll explain that in a minute. But, you know, definitely having posture, guys, in what you do and what you offer and what you believe in, and knowing that you've got a solution for somebody, like that's posture. Okay. And if you don't have the posture, somebody else does. So somebody else will, you know, come in underneath you and get the customer because you're not brave enough or open enough or honest enough or have enough posture to know what you have, you know, is good enough for somebody. Okay. But let me explain this a little bit, too. There's so many things I could say about this, but I want to try to concentrate on a few things to really leave you with, to think about and to talk to your team about. Okay. Finish this saying for me. I know you've all heard this before. People don't necessarily remember what you say, but they will remember how you make them. What am I going to say? Say it. Put it in the comments. There's a bit of a delay on my end when you actually type it in, but I'm sure it'll pop up in a minute. But I'll say it again. People don't necessarily, you know, remember what you actually physically say, but they absolutely remember how you make them awesome. You know, it's come up. Beth just shared in the comments there a minute ago, she got a message from somebody in her team saying, you know, the reason that she joined is because the care and the concern and whatever. And that builds, obviously, what you said before, the know, like, and trust. But I want to share with you two angles to really, let's just take that a deeper layer in, you know, how we make people feel, and the whole building up the know, like, and trust is two main things. So when somebody feels, so write this down if you've got a pen and paper, because this is good to sort of repeat to your team. How it's making people, is two words, feel understood. Okay, and the other element to this is giving them hope. So feeling understood and giving them hope. And what I mean by that is with your solution. Okay, when people feel that you understand them and what they need, they'll be listening because they feel understood. Here's another two words I'm going to leave you with: information versus emotion. So we've got feel understood and giving people hope, those two. But this is the difference between giving out information and actually the emotion, information versus emotion. When people feel, to remember, people don't necessarily say everything that you say to them. They don't really care about, you know, when you're talking about products and stuff like that, or a business opportunity, they don't remember the details, but they will absolutely recognize and be interested when they feel understood. Now, if somebody's going to buy something off you, a product of some sort, if you've got products, or going into the online space with you, like building a business, it's because they've got a need of some sort. Otherwise, why would they buy your thing? The reason why we buy anything is because we've got a need. Now, that need might just be that you want to feel better. You know, why do you go and buy new clothes? Maybe you just need new clothes, but generally somebody will go out and buy a new dress or something like that because it makes them feel better. Like the feeling, the emotion, this is where you need to take people. And when people feel understood, they are listening to you. They will be more interested in what you've got to offer. Okay, when people feel understood about what is it, the reason that they need your thing. So take the time and the discussion and the questioning to work out how somebody how somebody feels about something, and relate to that. Your relatability with your potential prospect about how they feel, that's what will get you over the line. But further to that, it's not only understanding how they feel about a certain thing, and they feel understood about their pain, or they feel understood about their need for money, or they feel understood about the need for weight loss, and you're having that conversation because you actually understand them. When people feel you understand them, they're hanging around, they're having a conversation. They'll begin to know, like, and trust you because they feel understood. Do you know what that feels like from your perspective? When somebody just gets you, they get me, they understand me. Or you listen to a training and it's like they're talking to me. Like they totally understand where I'm at. Like, that feeling for yourself when you feel understood. Now people are paying attention, okay? But the second part of this, to really make it work, is that you can give them hope for a solution. And this is where the posture comes in. You have absolute posture and conviction and belief that what you have will satisfy that need that you understand that they have. Are you following along with me here, guys? These two key things, like making somebody feel understood about what it is they need, not what you've got. Nobody cares what you've got, but somebody to buy your thing, they've got to have a need for it. So do you understand their need? Have you bothered to ask enough questions to establish that need without interrogating somebody? But then when you do, and it's like, I totally get what you're saying. That was me. Or I felt the same way too. Like, you actually relate to them and you make the person feel understood. So I've got the perfect solution for you. And that you've got enough posture and conviction and belief in your business, your products, and your business opportunity that you give them hope. People buy hope, guys. People don't care what your thing is. People are buying hope. When people go into a business opportunity, they're damn well hoping that it's going to bring them some money in. When people buy a weight loss product, they're buying the future. They're buying the future version of themselves. Going into a business opportunity, they're buying into the future of looking at their bank account with more money in it. So where do you sit in that? Why would somebody buy something off you? Because you've got enough belief and posture to give somebody the hope that what you've got is the solution to the need that you completely understand that they have. Because if you don't have the posture and you don't give them the hope and you don't offer them the solution to what you understand that they need, somebody else will. So if you're that shy person that's like, oh, I don't know if I should ask, or I don't know if I should go there, somebody else in social media is going there because you're not. Okay, so to really make a difference and get people interested in what you have, you've got to build that posture with the solution and the hope and something that you understand somebody needs. And when you understand their need and you can offer them some solution with belief and posture behind it, that's a beautiful marriage. Are you with me? This is the difference between you providing a whole lot of information about what you do. I've got something, I think you should look at it and you'd be really good at it. Information versus, if it's warm market, somebody I'd love to share with you something that I've come across. I think this would be really beneficial to you and your family because, and what do you know about them that can make them feel understood about what their needs are? Is about, I'm aware that you've just lost your job or something, and you're probably looking for extra income streams or something, whatever about the person that makes them feel understood about what they actually need. Now, you may not necessarily know that, just openly, but this is where, as a good networker, what a really good skill for you to grow is to get really good at asking questions. And when somebody shares something with you, you can say something like, oh, tell me more about that. And you ask them to go deeper as to whatever it is that they've highlighted. Oh, yeah, I've got some problems with, energy, or I don't sleep very well. Oh, really? Tell me more about that. What's going on? Go deeper and make the person feel understood. Make the person feel that you care. People will start caring when they feel that you care. I'll say it again. People don't understand necessarily what you say. They don't care about details. They don't care about information. They care about how you make them feel. So when you really understand somebody and you feel for them and they feel that you've got genuine intention and care and empathy for whatever it is that they need, and then you come in over the top of that with absolute posture and belief and hope that you've got something as a solution to do that, that is a beautiful marriage made in heaven that will make people buy from you because they feel understood, they know, like, and trust you, and you've got so much posture in what you've got and what you're offering that, they're saying yes. And remember, if you don't have the posture, somebody else in this industry will, because there's too many of us online. Everybody is online. Okay? So build some muscle, or maybe you need to build some belief. It may be belief in you and your ability. It may be you need to get rid of that terrible, habit you have of worrying way too much about what other people think of you and what you're doing and what you're selling. When you've got posture and you've got a great opportunity or a great product that can help somebody, and you've got posture around that, but you come from a place where you actually honestly believe and have posture about offering a solution to somebody from a need that you understand that they have, then that is a beautiful marriage made in heaven. Okay? So what I'm leaving you with, thoughts around this is feeling understood. You've got to make your prospect and your people and even people on social media feel understood. But then the second part of that is having absolute posture and belief and conviction that you can give somebody hope with a solution, and you've got the solution. Okay? The next one is information versus emotion, because that's what all of that is. When people believe that you understand them, that's feeling. That's emotion. They're caring now because they know that you genuinely care, which is building up the know, like, and trust. Okay? So information, nobody cares about your details. Details about, you know, this and that and whatever, packaging or ingredients or details of a comp plan necessarily. You can get to that, those kind of details if somebody wants them. But it's not what's important. It's connecting with somebody emotionally and building up that know, like and trust and understanding. Okay. The last one I'm going to leave you with, which you should share with anybody in this industry. I feel very strongly about it. I say it all the time. And I would always ask you when you're feeling uncomfortable about sending a message or saying something to somebody or doing something in the business, am I being a human before I'm being a marketer? Because that's all this is. You're just being a human being and you're actually caring for another human being. It's not about you getting the sale at the end of the day. Where people push too hard, it's like, I've got to get another sale. I've got to get another customer in. I'm this far from a rank advance. I need another ambassador or a distributor or a business builder, whatever you call them in your business. When you're pushing for that, you're being a pushy marketer rather than, you know, actually having that care and concern and understanding and hope for another genuine human being. So be a human being before you're a marketer. And if things are feeling a little bit icky, just take a check in. Am I actually being a human here or am I being a marketer? No, I'm being a pushy marketer. Okay, let's dial it back a little bit and let's try to be a human before we're a marketer. When people feel understood and you've got a solution that you have conviction and posture about, and you offer this as a solution and that hope to whatever that need is that you completely understand, then you are going to have more of an opportunity to stand out from the crowd and get the sale. Because so many people are just, what's the word I'm looking for? Desperate for the sale. And it shines through in all the social media. You know, there's still heaps of spammy personal profiles hanging around. Nobody really cares about your pretty picture with the 20% sale off and whatever it is. Yeah, you might get a sale every now and again, but it's not a long-term strategy in this business. Human relationships are a long-term strategy in this business. Do you agree? I'd love to know your comments. Acknowledge, listen to listen and not to respond. Listening is one of the best skills that you can build a muscle around, is actually listening to what people are saying. And then when somebody gives you a piece of information and not turning around and talking about yourself, that's where you turn around and say, oh, I'd love to know more about that. Can you share some more about what you're going through, or what does that mean to you? Go deeper. Make people feel understood and that you care. When people feel understood and you've got a really good solution to give them hope to provide for their need, then they're listening. Yes, I love it when people get me. So many people trying to solve problems without any understanding of what somebody's dealing with. Absolutely, Crystal. That's why I'm here, Helen, because of you. I believe in you, myself as well, but you can help me get there. Thank you, Cherie. I really appreciate that beautiful comment. I felt that you care on the first Zoom that we had. You probably wouldn't be here still, Crystal, all these years later, if we didn't have that connection on the first Zoom where I wanted to know about you. It wasn't what I had and what I could sell to you. It's like, what's going on for you? And that little quiet, meeky girl that you were back then, Crystal, and look at you now. Totally agree. More listening than talking. Absolutely. But it's a skill, guys, because most of you are doing a lot more talking than you're doing listening. You're promoting your stuff. And even when you get a prospect, you're saying too much. And I would encourage you to just take a step back when you think, man, I'm doing a hell of a lot of talking here. You need to stop yourself and ask a question. Because when people feel understood, when people feel that you care, that know, like, and trust factor goes up and they're listening, and then you've got a beautiful solution and you're giving them hope to their problem, that's when you're going to get the sale over somebody else, because majority of people in the industry are just interested in the sale. So can you do that, guys? Can you go to a deeper level? Can you ask more questions than do more talking? Can you go for the understanding and the hope? A couple of words that you want to remember. understanding the person, what their needs are, what they're feeling, and go deeper by saying those questions. Tell me more about that. What does that mean for you and your family? When somebody said they've just lost your job, they've just lost their job. Oh, what does that mean for you and your family? That must be putting you in a difficult situation. Let them tell you. Care enough to ask the person to share what it is they're feeling and what's going on in their world. Help them feel understood. And then offer you the solution with that care and concern, but also the posture. Because if you ain't got posture, somebody else has got posture. And there's nothing more annoying than seeing somebody else you know buy exactly your thing from somebody else because they had more posture than you did. Okay? So this is where you want to build up the skill with networking with people in the right way, trying to remember to go for emotion rather than just full on information, because people don't connect with information. They connect on an emotional level. People buy because of how it makes them feel or the hope. Remember what I said about things like weight loss. They're not buying the actual product. They don't give a crap about what it is. They give a crap about what it does. They're buying the future version of themselves, the hope. So when you can change your language to give somebody hope and look into the future about what it is they want, what their dreams are, and you use that kind of language rather than just sharing a whole lot of information about what you do and what your company does and what all your products are, it doesn't land the same way as when you can connect with somebody emotionally. Okay? So always be a human before you're a marketer. I hope this just gives at least one of you something to think about as to how you're actually networking with people and what you're actually saying to people and how you can go to a deeper level with somebody, because when you go to that deeper level, they feel understood. So I just hope somebody out there listening to this live or catching the replay gets something from what I've said to this video that can help you be a better networker. When you're a better networker, the sales will come. Focus on being a human and getting that connection, and the sales will come. When you focus on the sale and the information to get the sale, it's going to be harder. It's going to be more of a struggle for you. Okay. Helen, thank you for caring and giving so much to others. Thank you. I'm not sure where the comment came from, but thank you for that. Definitely understanding and hope. I care enough. No worries, Cheryl. I'm releasing weight and gaining confidence and self-esteem. Yeah, awesome. Love that. Okay, guys, I am going to leave it there. But do join me tomorrow because I'm kind of continuing the conversation with what I'm sharing with you today again tomorrow. So do join me tomorrow because it's just going to build on beautifully what I've shared with you today. And I just really hope that you can sort of concentrate on some of the thoughts behind what I've shared today to help you network in a better way to get more sales. Okay, so I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Bye.